So if you're doing your intermediate RAD exam, you'll need to know your free enchaînement vocabulary. Your free enchaînement comes after all of your allegro, and it will be just before your solo or your variation. And the whole point of free enchaînement is to give the examiner a chance to check that you know certain terms. And this will be split into two parts. You've got your focal steps and your linking steps. Your focal steps will definitely be included. Your examiner will almost certainly test you on these, whereas your linking steps, you might not have all of them, you may just have a few. But to be really prepared, make sure that you know all of your focal steps and all of your linking steps. For the focal steps, we have pas de basque sauté en avant and en arrière. We then have your assemblées, so assemblée battu dessus, assemblée devant, derrière, dessus and dessous, assemblée portée de côté dessous. We then have the C-zones, so C-zone fermé de côté devant, derrière, dessus and dessous, C-zone fermée and ouverte en avant and en arrière. And then for our linking steps, we have pas de bourrée devant, derrière, dessus and dessous. We have changement, changement battu, entre chaquette and relevé in fifth position. Glissade devant, derrière, dessus and dessous. Temps levé, petit assemblé devant and derrière. And finally, coupé chassé, pas de bourrée. So let's jump straight in and have a look at the focal steps. So starting off with our focal steps, we have a pas de basque sauté en avant. This involves the front leg doing a fondu front before we open to the side, and the other leg comes front through a chassé. So that's a fondu, open as you jump, and the other leg comes through, and we bring the arms to third. For a pas de basque sauté en arrière, we reverse this movement. So the back leg fondus behind, you open to the side, jump, and chassé backwards with the other leg. I'm taking the arms to first position in the fondu, opening them out to the side, and finishing in demi-bras. Next we have an assemblé battu. This is a normal assemblé, but we beat the legs. So the back leg is going to beat behind before it closes front. So that's brush, assemblé, beat behind, close front. Next we have an assemblé devant. This is where the front leg brushes to the side, both legs join together briefly in the air before they land together. An assemblé derrière would be the same, but the back leg would brush and close behind. An assemblé dessus or over is where the back leg finishes front. And an assemblé dessous or under is where the front leg finishes behind. An assemblé portée de côté dessous is a travelling assemblé, where the back leg brushes to the side and closes front as we change the direction of the hips. We start facing a diagonal and finish en face. A C-zone fermé de côté devant travels to the side and away from the front leg. So you'll notice that the front leg lifts higher than the back leg. Whereas a C-zone fermé de côté derrière travels to the side but in the same direction as the front leg. And here you'll notice the back leg lifts higher than the front leg. In a C-zone fermé de côté dessous, meaning over, the back leg lifts higher and it finishes front. Whereas in a C-zone fermé de côté dessous, meaning under, it's the front leg that goes higher and closes behind. A C-zone fermé en avant travels forwards, we start from fifth position and end in fifth, and a C-zone fermé en arrière travels backwards. Here I'm taking my arms from bras bas to demi-bras. A C-zone ouverte en avant travels forwards and we land in an arabesque en fondu. Assis son ouvert en arrière travels backwards. We land in a fondu with the leg devant. Now for our linking steps. We have a pas de bourrée devant, where the front foot brushes to the side and it closes front. A pas de bourrée derrière is the reverse. The back leg brushes to the side and it closes behind. A pas de bourrée dessous involves the leg coming front before it finishes behind. I could start with my right leg front, brush that right leg to the side, bring it front and then close behind, or I could start with my right leg at the back, bring it front and then close behind. Both are a pas de bourrée dessous, meaning over. A pas de bourrée dessous, meaning under, is the opposite. The foot starts at the back and it finishes front. So I could begin with my right leg front, take it behind and finish front again, or I could start with my right leg at the back, take it behind and finish as front. A changement is a jump where the feet start in fifth and change as they land. A changement battu involves squeezing the fifth position in the air before the feet eventually switch as they land. An entrechat quatre is a jump where the feet beat in the air. So as you jump in the air, the feet switch places, but they finish where they started. A relevé in fifth starts with a plié, and then as you go up onto demi-pointe, both feet join together before you lower back down in a demi-plié. A glissade devant travels sideways, and we start by brushing the front foot to the side before we close fifth. A glissade derrière begins with the back foot, so the back foot brushes to the side and we finish in fifth. A glissade dessous, meaning over, involves the back foot starting, it brushes to the side and it finishes front. A glissade dessous involves the front foot starting, it brushes to the side and it finishes behind. A ton levé is a jump on one leg. A petit assemblé devant starts in a fondu with the foot in coup de pied devant, and then as we jump, we bring the feet together and land in a plié. A petit assemblé derrière is the opposite. We start with the foot at the back before we join together in the air and land in a plié. A coupé chassé pas de bourrée starts croisé. The back leg begins with a coupé. You jump in the air as the legs switch. You go into your chassé travelling forwards and finish with your pas de bourrée. So that is all of the terms you'll need to know for your free Enchaînement Intermediate RAD exam. I hope you found this helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe and check out some of my other videos.